Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Roberts. A 7,000-liter fuel spill in Yellowknife could have been avoided. That's according to the driver who delivered the fuel. The CBC's Sarah St. Pierre has more.
Environmental impact at this Yellowknife fuel storage site is still being monitored, more than a month after about 7,000 liters of furnace fuel seeped into the ground. It happened after a tank overflowed during a delivery. The truck driver who was delivering the fuel that night still remembers it all.
And I do believe it could have been a bigger spill if I wouldn't have been able to hear it. But when I come around the back of the trailer, it was just like somebody had a bathtub running, and you could hear that. And once I realized what it was, then that's when panic set in. I ran to the pump, reversed it. There wasn't much I could do.
Now, the site behind me has had some restoration, but earlier this month you could still see holes in the ground that Stabenow says lined up with where the spill happened. He says he was told specifically which tank to unload into, but that if he had been able to check the level himself, there wouldn't have been a spill, especially if there had been more preventative measures in place. Those can look like alarms that trigger when a tank reaches capacity or shut-off valves, but the exact requirements for any specific site can be hard to pin down.
And it's very particular to what the design is, and none of those things in and of themselves might be required for every site, depending on design.
This all happened at a site in the Ingle Business District. It's locally operated by Polar Fuels, but the site is leased by Enerchem. It's a company that falls under AltaGas, based in Alberta. AltaGas declined an interview and did not directly answer detailed questions. The company confirmed in a statement that a thorough investigation involving the third-party operator and third-party trucking company is underway to understand the cause of this release and where corrective actions can be implemented to improve design, policies, and procedures. The Department of Environment and Climate Change confirmed in writing it's still investigating the cause of the spill and that it's also working with the company as it monitors site remediation. It declined an interview request. Stabenow lost his job in the aftermath of the spill and is still looking for one to support his family. Sarah St. Pierre, CBC News, Yellowknife.
The driver says he intends to file a lawsuit for wrongful termination once he finds legal representation. Nunavut hunters are being asked to delay their beluga harvest this fall. That's because stocks of the eastern Hudson Bay population have reached a record low. Samuel Watt reports.
That the Beluga River used to have 3 to 1,000 belugas in July.
Umuyak's Peter Tukaluk still remembers the pre-1980 days. The eastern Hudson Bay beluga were still in abundance and there was no quota on their harvest. But canoes and motorboats started becoming popular and hunters started harvesting more.
So we had to rush. We had to make sure that we were part of the family that gets our beluga.
Slowly but surely, he watched as the population dwindled, and now to a record low. Fisheries and Oceans Canada warns the eastern Hudson Bay beluga could face quasi-extinction by 2037. This is the area they're known to be summering. Last year's population models estimate there were around 2,200 of those belugas. That's well below the Marine Board's goal of more than 3,000. It's now asking Nunavut to delay the fall harvest to later this month.
It is understood that they migrate, earlier in the fall, and the Western Hudson Bay migrate later in the fall.
By doing that, fewer eastern Hudson Bay belugas will be harvested and more of the western stock, which has a healthy population. Tommy Palliser says he doesn't believe DFO is looking at other impacts on beluga numbers, like habitat changes. He wonders if climate change is affecting that, or river diversions from Hydro-Quebec projects.
I would be embarrassed, to be honest. If you're understanding the beluga so much and you don't study their habitat and the impacts to it, then it's a biased system.
But Carolyn Sauvé, a biologist with the department, says surveys in the area only began after the La Grande hydroelectric project was built, meaning they don't have the data to do before and after comparisons.
So it is a very difficult question for us to answer and look into.
In a statement, DFO says it is open to exploring those impacts. The Nunavut Marine Board is also asking to extend its Beluga management plan until 2027 so it can have the most up-to-date information. DFO says that's still up for discussion. Samuel Watt, CBC News, Yellowknife.
Police have provided new details about Thursday's incident involving a grizzly bear on British Columbia's central coast. 11 people were injured when the animal attacked a group of children on a class outing.
We've got several traps out right now. We're preparing to set out a whole bunch of cameras. And the biggest message is just if we can get people to stay out of the area, then we don't want to get the bears necessary to leave, but we just want to establish what's going on in the area. And they'll act more naturally if nobody is in the area disturbing them.
There's widespread praise for how the 4th and 5th graders responded and for the teachers who were prepared with bear spray and flare devices. As we said, 11 people were injured. An adult and several children needed to be flown to Vancouver for medical care. Canvas tents in downtown Yellowknife provide a safe space for people to connect, eat, and laugh. The Yellowknife Women's Society, in partnership with the Echoes of the Drum Recovery Center, set up the tents outside Spruce Bough Supported Living and the Yellowknife Women's Center. The tents are for everyone, but they are a sober space, and that's intentional. People who may be struggling with addiction can go to receive counseling throughout the week or just hang out and play crib or bingo. And on Fridays, there's a feast. We stopped by earlier to see the program in action. Okay, thanks for having us here today, Peter. Tell me what you are cooking right now.
We are just boiling up some caribou ribs, and we're making it into a soup. So we chopped up some celery, some carrots, a little bit of rice, some back eddies in there, and yeah, we just created a nice broth here with caribou soup, the caribou rib bones, and making some caribou soup. Next door here, Rainer has some moose meat that he's frying up. And we just finished eating a little bit of frozen Arctic char we had right before you guys showed up, and some bannock. And, yeah, we got a few things going on this week.
So we're in a wall tent right now. We're pretty close to downtown Yellowknife. Why is this tent here, and what does it provide for the community?
So we set this tent up a couple of months back with the hope of being able to gather some people from the community that are doing their best to get sober and stay sober. So we're trying to create a nice, healthy, safe environment for our community members to come down, and we provide a little bit of country meats and some food, and we always got fresh coffee on the go, and we're just trying to show our community members that it's a nice, safe place for people that are trying to stay sober, somewhere where they could come and join, feel welcome. We're always sitting around here laughing, it's a really good environment. So, it's still fairly new, but, each week that passes, we get more and more faces showing up, and we're probably going to have to get a couple more tents here pretty quick. It's a full house today, and there isn't a whole lot of room for us to move around, but everybody's warm and everybody's about to eat, and it's a nice, safe environment.
Yeah, having that kind of environment there is, it's really important. I just need to point out a bit of the heckling because I actually quite love it. It shows the atmosphere of love that's around here, right? Everyone's joking around. I mean, tell me more about the environment this provides, right? Like, it can be really hard to find a safe space, and it's a bit of a traditional space as well, especially with these feasts that are going on Fridays. So what does this space mean to people who are trying to live a healthy lifestyle?
That's a good question. I would imagine this place would be a very, healing environment for a lot of people. A lot of people, I don't know their backstories or their life stories, but I'm sure a lot of people grew up in walled tents and spent a lot of time out in the land. Like myself, I was always out in the land growing up as a young kid, and, I lost myself to addictions and alcoholism for many years, and I'm just past my 7.5 year mark here, and just being in these wall tents with this wood heat, you got a wood stove going, it's a really nice environment. So would imagine it's a pretty nice place for people to just come and enjoy a Friday. Good way to end the week.
Yeah, it really is.
Weekend.
Yeah, and congratulations on 7.5 years. Something like that. That's a really incredible achievement.
August 6th was my 7th year.
Do you feel comfortable sharing a bit of your journey with that, or you don't have to? It's up to you. But
Yeah, I grew up. I was born and raised here in Yellowknife. Both of my parents were extremely loving, caring parents, and I was never around addictions or alcoholism growing up. But I found myself in the heart of addictions as a young teenager. And a lot of that was just based on just the my friends that I grew up with and environment, and you get certain community members that when you're a young kid you look up to, and back in those days it's what everybody did. I was 25 years old before I realized what I was doing wasn't normal. I was a young kid doing drugs, drinking daily. I wouldn't go to work or school without a Mickey in my back pocket, and that was my story, and that's what was normal to me. And I was looking around. A lot of my good friends that I grew up with, they're no longer with us, and it's either death or, they're gone somewhere. They're not here with me now, and I knew that before long that would have been me. I would have been gone as well. So it was time for me to turn my life around and make some changes. And I'm surrounded by support. This community is a very supporting community. My family and friends, all my loved ones, they're in my corner every step of the way. So it's a pretty long journey.
I mean, what would a space like this have meant to you when you were still in that journey?
It's a good question, and I don't know. I was so lost and I was so broken. I was walking around town with a smile on my face every day. Not many people knew the severity to my addictions, and it was a lot worse than you'd ever imagine. You look at me now, and I'm in here cooking some caribou meat, frying up some moose meat, and 7.5 years ago, 8 years ago, I was a completely different person. I was a pretty good functioning alcoholic, but deep down in my mind and my heart, I was a broken man. So maybe I would have looked right past this wall tent and straight to the liquor store. I have no idea.
Yeah, but now you're bringing others into this space and helping them on their journeys as well.
Yeah, no, that's a big deal in my life these days. I do my best to try to help the next recovering alcoholic and addict, and I know what it feels like to suffer in silence. And I know I said that in the past, and that's just a big thing that keeps me going throughout the days, is that I had that support and I had that love, and people were loving me until I could love myself. So I try to go about my day-to-day life just like that. I try to help others until they're able to help themselves, and maybe they'll be able to carry on their life and help some more people. From the small little actions I may show and the small bits of help that I'm handing out, maybe that'll get passed on, and other people may benefit from that. So,
well, I just want to thank you so much for sharing that part of your story and that part of yourself. I think a lot of people will really resonate with it and appreciate it. And thank you for having us here.
Yeah, Mussy Cho. Appreciate you guys showing up. Stick around. We got some caribou soup just about done here. So.
Nunavut's new premier, John Main, was officially sworn in on Thursday, along with a new cabinet. Main spoke with reporters after the ceremony. He talked about how much he's looking forward to working with his cabinet colleagues on the challenges Nunavut faces.
Feeling great. We had our swearing-in ceremony, and looking at my colleagues in the room in terms of our new cabinet, I'm just so excited. I'm so thankful to be given the role of premier, and I'm really excited for the next 4 years.
Does it feel real yet?
It's starting to feel real. It's sinking in slowly. I'm just very grateful, humbled, thankful for the chance to serve. And, Nunavut have put us here to do a job and to do work on their behalf, and that's our plan.
And how did you go about deciding who got which cabinet portfolio?
Well, in terms of assigning cabinet portfolios, you're looking at members' strengths, their educational background, their work experience, and also what they're interested in. So there is an aspect of consultation to the process of assigning portfolios. Looking at the team, I'm so excited. We have such a strong cabinet. I know there's a lot of focus on the premier, but my focus is on my cabinet colleagues because I'm really just so impressed with their varied experience and education levels and what they bring to the table. And so my focus is on them.
In the spirit of celebrating a new premier and cabinet, we are taking you back to 1999, of course, the year Nunavut was created. The following piece from our archives highlights the construction of the Nunavut legislature, which you just saw there, and what it means to Inuit in the territory. Take a look.
Ullumerot na kingakaro yak sa mayong magere pisokat na matamanin nun natin ni Nunavut. Bisa na kagwe ami sa magere Inuit tamani ito katak si mayon. Lucas ino takarok tan ino takarok tamani karong ni. Tan ino rok sa mayong nunay nang may amaratata nga. Siguro tayo katok sa mayong ang ayok pangod lo ni. Lucas kamat yak to kanopi kayo rok parok sa mga taim makalag. Okay, yung util luta ko ang ayok kaguti katip parok tigluwig ang mi. O kaw sa kang nakamik isumaro tigiyaw yumik tapanin na ring mi. Ang maro kaw singit sangi yung makiparok sa mayod tamanin natin ni.
Imerka din yung kapya ng lakat yung araw. Naralaw ka siya ni atong law ka siya ni pigihan na tsawa yung mata.
Ullumerot tong na Inuit ilak ko singit asid yung si mayong makayong mata. Kisa na ullumerot tok adjing itang makinganik iglumin na rang mata. Taan na nuna po may katimabyo na tok pilakaya wala ito yung nang mat-akik sokta wala ito yung naklo ni. Tayo maritaan tako yaktok tilawat tiko taas sa mga igloarang mig Lucas Tanan tako yung makalaw mat tako Nunavut sibulok tingid nami katimakatan na mga ata piyay taw sa malakpat April 1st mga tani.
Hello, mo ni ko lang yung abani iluluyo ka tao yung.
Lupa sino pa karon.
Tako niya ako mabit. Man na abik ko tak chaki.
Ukuha tunay.
Ukuha tako hamuting mo. Ukuha iluwi. Una kaya na siya ati ko biyo nasak si magayahang iluwan sana lukang nga. Isaraw na lokto.
Lucas ito ako kamating mga kari piging makalawak takarangid kisa ni piging makalawak maguritan na katimabiyo niya tok tapos ni iluwan nito. Tako ano na po may katimabiyo niya tok tako akis yung katang na matataas sa mailong mga karob iluwan ni. Tanar takuraw ka doon ni tako ni aglagwik sa nighting unit katimabiyo niya tok amarutan ang ilang uyok ang ayok kakakwiksak aglagwik.
Gawin na. Tawag tabo. Katimabi na mga kulani. Tawag tabo. Tako tagay lubiyang mo akaloy. Lubiyang mo. Kuha neto. Kuha kanaloy. Kuha kanaloy.
Tana sa nayo sige around 36,000 square feet may ang inilik tana iglo. Tana si Waldok pa tungawik sa nga iliyarok tidlugo July 9, 1998 mid. 900 tons ng luwa kasaktuid, igluk sa itikit tao kataylaw to umerso akot, ang marukang at asiukod. Tako ano Nunavut Construction Corporation kod, tako sa nabalayang mata, ikayok tarak sa timakongnik, contractors ng unik. Taan na iglo, akakang na ang matamani 11 million mig. Makuilak hangal dutik sa nakataraw mata ulonik, pingasuyok tunig, pinaswa ko sang may. 47 mulwak sa tako ekanayak tilakay roktod, 7% nguyot, inulutik. Nakingakaro yak to Nunavut may tapan isa na yak to rong mata. Kami ka na yak tanah pang yak to may toyok. Tapan isa na yung maroktok, tanah kinabilo ko tigituin ng idluneo.
Kalau kaya yak pala ya sana laos mga matapan ni. Ikay sana katawa si mga ma, kaya ta katima biyo niya lang sana laos tabo atau natatian na lang upi yak pala ya tan. Asian eagle no mayo. Sana kanu mata no nyasing ni sana yakong na yugo lasto tabani ko mayo.
Lucas ni Tagalog, tan is marorok sa mga itutako Inuit, ang ayokang kanang mga ata, tamanin Nunaming ni, Nunavut. Tako ang waktaw si manyaktod, tako, yakanaya katang na ang matakati makataklo, iktabanin nyo tamaring may iglo yumi. Kisa ni Lucas yakama ko iyok si wali binitinig, ang maratatang iman na kakayarautok, tako nga.
Sibulak tayo ni aktonig, pitsi ako dilo ni, imaadlo pitsi ang ito kaktilugo. Ukaw ko isisukaro ba yung matataga, pitsi ako dilo ni, ukakatanak sa wayak para yun. Tamat yan eh, sibulak ta ka ng alang matak, inunig. Kubiyag ito inatakka.
Tana Lucas inakamaking na matapan igluarong me. Tana na may tuwin na iksibadjang ito. Tana katima verok, iksibaw takang lang mat inna tokang not. Amarta ko na ako na diyang itugarot, kisiyan iksiba ka tayo ng naktod, katima yipa katigil lunigid.
Kubiyag ito inaktaka. Kimayo na lang at siyata kaya inuuna ko damak ko inyo katika nung kalwa ng mata. Inuuna ko mataw. Inunod. Ang ayok kakakbimik taban ni karong ni. Tingamiw tabi ni walo. Sa tabi ni walo ako nga. Kimayo na kajang nini. Isi makatiyatun ng mga.
CBC ka lang mo, uwang pakangangout, ikarong ni.
The Salvation Army kicked off its Christmas kettle campaign in Yellowknife. Volunteers will be stationed at stores across the city. The money they raise will be used to create Christmas hampers for families in need. One longtime volunteer says she's always impressed with the city's enthusiasm for the campaign.
People really appreciate it. I've had people come up to me. As a matter of fact, the first year I did it, I was down to the downtown liquor store, and this young fellow, he's only in his 20s, he came up and hugged me. I was amazed, I was shocked. He said, "Thank you very much." He said, "I've had to turn to the Salvation Army in the past, and you're doing a wonderful thing." So it makes you feel good that people do appreciate what you're doing.
The Salvation Army says it helped more than 400 families last year with food and toys. The goal is to raise $47,000 from Christmas kettles and $160,000 from all their Christmas fundraising efforts this year. The Puppets of Northern Tales are back. The majority of the cast and crew are from the Yukon, and after launching their first season last year, they returned to the studio this week to shoot season 2. They've transformed Whitehorse's old swimming pool into a Fraggle Rock-like boreal forest, and they're excited to apply everything they learned in year 1 to this year's production. The CBC's George Moratis stopped by the studio.
Sound. Speeding. 203, 14 hackle, take 1. Rolling. Mark.
It's an incredible gift and a great opportunity. Anytime you get to try something for a second time is awesome, because especially when you've enjoyed the first season, and we're really proud of the first season, but also for a lot of the people involved, it was our first time doing a show like this. And so we learned so many lessons every hour of production during the first season that it was like, give us the chance to do it again, and we can show you so much more. Already, like on the first day of production, talking to some of the crew, they're like, the shot that we just got was the best thing we've done yet, including both seasons. So it's already, we're just leveling up and up and up.
Season 2 is confirmation that we have something good going on here. Lots of projects don't make it to a season 2. So it was like we had the pilot, now we're doing our first real season, and we're able to take all the stuff we learned from the first go around and apply it to making this even bigger and better.
This is actually a good time to come in because I am making a caribou hoof. So I was just trimming some furs, so I took underneath it's foam and cardboard that I built a model of a foot, covered it in black tape, And now I'm using, good old dollar store. I don't know what these are, but they look like fur.
Before Northern Tales, what were you doing?
Before Northern Tales, I was an education assistant with the Yukon government. Yeah. Yeah.
So a little different.
A little different, but at the same time, I was an educational assistant in elementary school for 19 years. And I was, a lot of the time, the entire creative team for the school. So I built things for children for years, so I have tons of experience. And I also worked with behavioral people, young people. And so I have a lot of tolerance for behaviors and a lot of patience.
So you can manage divas, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And to be able to do something on this scale in this town is phenomenal. And kudos to Kelly, because she consistently shows up with projects where she hires local everything. And what it's done is it has blossomed a local economy that didn't exist before.
And I feel like, when we launched the first, the trailer, the comment we got back was, Jim Henson would be proud, and it had like 400 likes. And I think for us, it's like, oh, okay, this idea, this vision we had, it's resonating with other people, and I think it makes us proud that that's what other people are seeing.
And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a great weekend.